Okay, now let's talk about this simple interest. Okay, what does that mean, simple interest? Okay, usually we have to pay the interest to one who gives you some amount of rupees as loan. Say for example the banks. Okay, when you go to the bank and apply for the loan, the bank sanctions a loan for you for some amount, say for example 1,50,000 or 10,000, right? So the bank, there are the bank, for bank you need to pay the amount back and plus some more amount in the form of interest. Say for example you are taking the loan of 10,000 from the bank, right? Okay, so the bank tells you that you have to pay back this amount plus some more amount. Say for example 5,000 rupees, 2,000 rupiah, right? 2,000 rupees, 3,000 rupees, the additional amount that you gives to the bank. Okay, that is called as interest. This interest is, okay, this interest is some percentage of this amount. Okay, say let's try to know how can we calculate the interest, right? Say for example you are taking a loan from your, for example, neighbor or a bank, the sum of rupees 2,000, okay, for say for example 2 years, right? Okay, so you have to so for example you are taking a loan of 2,000 rupees from the bank for the period of 2 years, and you have to pay back the amount to the bank along with the 10% of the amount. Okay, one, you have to after the completion of 2 years you have to give the amount back to the bank plus some additional charge, that is 10% of the amount. Okay, now how can you calculate this? Okay, this 10% of this 2,000. Okay, in this we will come to know how simple interest is calculated. Okay, so there is a formula for calculating simple interest. So that is similar to the one which we used in calculating the percentage, but there is some difference. The formula is okay, for calculation of simple interest. Okay, the formula is, okay, simple interest. Okay, I'll put it like this: SI means simple interest is equal to P into R into T divided by 100. Okay, you know that the P is principal amount on which you have to calculate the percentage. R is the rate, that means the percent, that means the interest, that means the percentage, right? 10%, 8%, and T here it means the time period for which you have taken the loan. It may be 2 years, 3 years, half an year, right? Okay, so let's take an example. Okay, the previous example, let's calculate this. 10% of 2,000 rupees, 2,000 for the period of 2 years. Okay, let's try to find out the simple interest, right? Okay, let's try to find the simple interest. So in this case, okay, we have, in this case, principal is equal to 2,000, right? Rupees 2,000, and rate is equal to 10, and time is equal to 2 years. Okay, so therefore SI, simple interest, becomes P into R into T divided by 100, right? Then P means 2,000, rate means 10, time means 2, okay, divided by 100. Okay, so these two zeros, okay, the amount remaining is 2 tens are 20 into 20, right? Here 20, right? 20. So it becomes 00224, 400, right? So the simple interest of this amount, 10% of the simple interest of 10% of rupees 2,000 per 2 years is equal to 400. Okay, that means if you lend an amount of ₹1,000 and your friend or the bank tells you you have to pay back the amount, you have to pay back the amount along with the simple interest of this amount. The rate will be 10%. Then you have to pay back ₹2,000 plus ₹400 after the completion of 2 years. Okay, let's take another example. 10% on ₹5,000, okay, for 5 years. So you have to calculate the simple interest of this amount. The rate is 10% and the time period is 5 years. So in this case, principal is equal to ₹5,000, right? Okay, then rate is equal to 10% and time is equal to 5 years, right? So the simple interest will be P times R times T divided by 100. That is equal to 5,000 into 10 into 5 divided by 100. Okay, these two zeros, okay, they will cancel each other. You can, because all these are multiplication, then divide by 100. Okay, so it becomes 5 times are 50 into 50. Okay, so that is equal to 25. Okay, so that means 2,500 rupees. The simple interest of this 5,000 at the rate of 10% for the period of 5 years is equal to 2,500. Okay, this is how we calculate the simple interest.